Hello, Jelly Doodle. Hope you're doing well. Doing great, doing fantastic. Thank you so much. Hello, follow your heart. Been thinking about you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Yes. Doing very good. Very good. We'll get started here in just a moment. Thank you so much for tuning in to another live psychic investigation reading. Greetings, Yaya. Hope you're doing well. Yes. Doing excellent. Doing very well. Good to know that you are as well. So, just shuffling the stacks here, and again, we'll get started here in a moment. I do have a couple of things that I want to mention before we get uh, into the current energy and into helpful hints, helpful clues, helpful synchronicities for the investigators, okay, around the globe, okay, who are working on bringing justice to you, to me, to others. So, thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial Earth Angel, a light worker and Gaia beacon, here on the planet reincarnated in final time to fulfill my Akashic Record contract. And over the last couple of days, my dream state has been extremely active, okay? Has been extremely active. Hello, Sherry. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, Alicia. Okay. And I will share a couple of those dreams with you. I won't share all of them. In one night, I had 7 dreams, okay? So that's a very active a very active dream state, a very active esoteric travel state. Okay, 7 dreams in one night. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. Again, you could be a life path 7 as I am. So, in one of these dreams, and again, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, we do have one new public subscriber that I want to give a shout out to for subscribing. I give public shout outs to, or I give shout outs to our public subscribers that I receive notifications for. And 216 Aqua Oracle, okay? 216 Aqua Oracle, okay? So you could be seeing 808, okay? 2, 16, 8, and 8, okay? 1988 could be significant, okay, for what's going to come out here, okay, in this psychic investigation. Uh, so, but in one of these dreams, I was given a contract, okay, and something very interesting about this contract that I was given was it said, dear, you know how you address someone, dear whatever, dear Sean, dear Michelle, dear Michael, dear whatever, right? And it said, dear, okay. So the mind is not the esoteric, okay? And the mind and the crown are different things, okay? So the mind is physical, okay? So your mind does rest. And in fact, Jelly Doodle, when your mind is more at rest and at peace, when the physical is more at peace, you dream more often if your crown chakra is open, okay? You dream more often when the mind is at peace, so, okay, and at rest. So those are two different things, okay? And so when I got this contract, it was very interesting because it did not have a name after deer. Again, it did not have deer Nehru, for instance. I mean, it did not have that. It had deer, and it had something that looked like a cookie or something that looked like a wafer. It could have been the sun. Okay, as I'm thinking about this now, this is just coming to me. It could have been the sun. But it looked like, if you are familiar with vanilla wafers that are used in banana pudding, okay, it said deer, and then it had an image that looked like that. And again, that could be the sun, okay? And I'm getting horn honks. And again, I'm seeing that. I was inquiring of Most High about what that was, okay? And so I read this contract, okay? And when I signed it. When I signed it, I signed it Ascended Master, okay? I did not sign it Nehru, okay? I did not sign it legal first name, legal last name on earth. I signed it Ascended Master, okay? So again, that's one of the 7 dreams that I had on the 14th. Today is the 16th already here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for tuning in. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And I had a divine appointment last night at 11 o'clock. So I was getting ready to lay down, okay? In fact, I was already laying down. I was getting ready to rest the mind, as Jelly Doodle mentioned. And hello, Andrea. I was getting ready to rest the body, and I get a WhatsApp message, okay? And this WhatsApp message asked me if I was asleep, okay? And I said no. For those of you who do not know, it is the Chinese New Year, okay? This weekend was the Chinese New Year in America. It was Valentine's Day, as they say, okay? But in Asian cultures, it's the Chinese New Year. And so I get this message, and it says, "Are you asleep?" And I said, "No." and they invited me, and these are the owners of the hotel that I'm staying in, okay? The hotel owners invited me to join them for their New Year's celebration, okay? And at this celebration, and I had met him, I think, the day before, but there is a Buddhist teacher here, okay, staying here in this hotel. There is a Buddhist teacher staying in this hotel. And the individual who sent me the message said, we would like to invite you to our New Year, our New Year celebration, and you can meet my teacher, okay? And I didn't answer initially, okay, because I was like, invite what's going on here, right? Because again, I'm very aware, okay? Not every invitation you need to say yes to. But I sat there for a moment, and then confirmation, and then she sent another message and said, you can meet my teacher. And when she said, you can meet my teacher, I immediately knew, because I had met him the day before, and just in passing, we were on the elevator together. So on an elevator together, traveling up, going up, ascending on an elevator, okay? And he lives in Colorado, believe it or not, okay? He is an Asian Buddhist teacher, but he lives in Colorado, okay? I'm doing great, Brian. Thank you for asking, and I hope you are. And so I went to their space here in the hotel, and we had fruit, okay, and some chai tea, and we talked, okay, me, him, and others who were there. There's a lady who's leaving today. She is from Switzerland, okay? She is from or lives in Switzerland. She is in as well. She lives in Switzerland. There was also, amongst us, there was a teacher, okay? A Vietnamese teacher. They teach English here in Vietnam, okay? So there was a English teacher, or a Vietnamese teacher who teaches English. There was a Buddhist teacher, okay, and this individual from Switzerland, okay, and then a couple of the individuals that own this hotel were there, okay, and so yeah, so we just sat, talked, and communed, okay, and I got the message at exactly 11 o'clock last night. I got this message and this invite exactly at 11 o'clock local time here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So that was a divine appointment for sure. I was extremely grateful to sit and talk with him, and how he's establishing a house, a Buddhist temple in Colorado or Oregon, okay? And so, yeah, very, 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 yeah, poignant time and that, okay? So, again, you could be meeting, you could be meeting a spiritual guide of some sort here in the near future, okay? In the physical, you could be meeting some type of spiritual guide, all right? And again, I share what I share about my journey because it is a demonstration, okay? It is a demonstration, all right? Just as yours is, okay? So yeah, so very interesting. Um, Give me just one moment. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to. I just realized something. I think I overlooked an esoteric conversation. I think I overlooked an esoteric conversation that I have today. Okay, it's the only one still on the calendar. Those are closed. Okay, but I do have one, and it's actually my second one with this particular individual. So I think I overlooked that. So I will probably have to come back after that. Okay, so probably have to come back. Okay, and so for whatever time this was meant for, okay, I shared what I shared for a reason, okay? And yeah, so that's my mistake for not looking at the schedule. Okay, again, I didn't think that was today, but I didn't check the schedule this morning when I woke up. So again, that's my fault. Okay. So again, there could be something about a sudden meeting, an abrupt meeting, something that comes up out of the blue. Again, nothing is a coincidence, okay? Everyone, nothing is a coincidence, all right? So, thank you, Jelly Doodle. Also, before I go, I will mention that I think this channel is going to be shifting a little bit. Okay, I think this channel is going to be shifting into more of a teaching platform or channel energy, and getting away from tarot and that sort of thing. I think this channel again is to be shifting into more of a teaching, because again, I am a master builder 33, that is a master teacher. So I think the channel's going to be shifting. The name will probably change at some point in time, and we will be shifting into a teaching energy where we will be sharing canonical text here, and that sort of thing. So yeah, okay. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to keep going, okay, on this live, okay, until I see that that individual has actually signed into the live. And once they've signed into the live, if they do sign into the live, then, okay, then I will go and we'll come back, okay. So, yeah. And again, I apologize for that. I did not check the schedule this morning. That is the only esoteric conversation that I have left from those that were scheduled prior to me closing esoteric conversation. So if you listen to a previous video and it mentions an esoteric conversation with me, again, those are no longer available. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Be ready. Okay. Be ready for this sudden appointment. Be ready for this sudden. Hello. All right. Likewise. Hello, Jennifer. Okay. So be ready for sudden changes, okay? Sudden divine appointments, okay? That you, when you meet, okay? Spiritual guides, when you meet soul tribe members, okay? This could be at work. This could be at the grocery store. This could be at the gas station. This could be wherever, you know what I mean? This could be sitting outside at the park, okay? Be open to meeting other divine beings here on the planet, okay? But yeah, so I feel like this channel is going to be shifting, and yeah, okay. As I delve more into learning and teaching, okay. Thank you so much, R.E.A.L. We invite all 7 spirits of divine source, okay. We invite all 7 spirits of divine source in at this time. We invite you. Just got a confirmation in the earbud, so all 7 spirits of divine source are present. Just got a notification in the earbuds. So all 7 spirits of divine source are here. And divine source, we invite in the ancestors of those who are tuning in, upright and karmic. Okay? We invite in the spirit guides of the investigators that watch, of the judges that watch, of the celebrities that watch. Okay? Again, not everything out here will resonate for you personally. We deal with 197 countries. Every country in this world, on this planet, is dealing with karmic situations, demonic energies and frequencies. And so again, take what easily fits for your journey. Not everything here will fit for your journey. So don't try to fit a round peg into a square hole. Take what easily fits. All right? Yeah. So again, if I have to go, then yeah. All right. But we'll see if they actually sign in, okay, to that Zoom meeting. If they don't, then this is a divine time for me to share what it is for me to share, for you to share what it is that you're going to share. On top of the stack, we have spiritual scientist. Okay, spiritual scientist, spiritual scientist. Okay, I'm excited to have more conversations. Okay, with that Buddhist teacher. Okay, I'm excited to have more interaction with that Buddhist teacher that I met here at the hotel last night at 11 o'clock. I hope you look forward to meeting your spirit team, okay, your soul tribe. I hope you look forward to meeting all of them this lifetime and fulfilling whatever contracts you were meant to fulfill here, okay? So we have spiritual scientist on top, okay? We have the name Brian. Brian is in the room, okay? There is a Brian in the room currently. We have Brian and say no, okay? We have Brian and say no, okay? So again, I got that invitation and I did not answer right away. I waited for them to say something else, okay, that was going to determine whether or not I said yes to that invite to join that family in the celebrating the Chinese New Year. Hello, Michael. Okay. Hello, Kelly. All right. So there, that invitation that you get, you will need to determine whether or not you need to say yes or no to. Okay. You might need to pause, okay, and not answer right away. Take a day, especially if it's something that's via text or a letter in the mail or an email, okay? Take some time, think about it, meditate on it, see which way you're guided, okay? Hello, Kathleen. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope everyone's doing well. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. We have 33 in the room and 15 likes. 33 in the room and 15 likes. 33, 15, 33, 15. So threes are significant. Threes are significant, okay, at this time. Threes, okay? 3 times 5, 15, okay? And 3, 3, 3, okay? Or 33 is 9. I said 3, 3, 3, okay? Hello, Oregon. I mentioned Oregon, so that Buddhist teacher, one of the places that they are looking to set up a Buddhist temple, okay, or retreat is in Oregon. So Oregon confirmation, Oregon confirmation, okay? Looking at Horus, okay, on the Egyptian deck, looking at Horus, okay, and looking at the Seven of Wands energy, okay, Horus and the Seven of Wands energy, okay? So you might want to pull up a Horus meditation frequency on YouTube, listen to it throughout your day, listen to it in the evening, listen to it tonight as you go to sleep, or what have you, okay? You might want to do that, okay? Looking at Tupac, okay? Tupac, music artist, Tupac, okay? Tupac. Someone's parents could be a part of an extremist group. Tupac's mother was a part of the Black Panthers, okay? Tupac's mother was a part of the Black Panthers. So someone's parents out here could be a part of some supremacy group or yeah, could have been a part of the civil rights movement or something along those lines, whatever that would be in your country, wherever you are, again, because there are 197 of them. Not everything out here pertains to America, just like not everything out here pertains to you personally, okay? So, Tupac Shakur, okay? There are many Tupac Shakur frequency songs that I could sing, okay? Many of them. Some of them stand out more than others, okay? Some of them stand out more than others. So we have spiritual scientists out here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the energy and see what's going on. I'm looking at Cleveland and McMillan. Cleveland and McMillan. Could be Cleveland, McMillan. Okay. Cleveland and McMillan. Okay. Anyone who's in Ohio, okay, in the upright, shout out to you. Okay. Shout out to JP. I don't know if they'll tune in. Shout out to JP. Okay. Let's get some angel numbers to start. And again, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Okay. If this is your first time tuning in, this is the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is Nehru. Okay. Oh, whoa, lot. So you're on the precipice of something, collective, okay? You're on the precipice of something. Take a look, okay? You're on the precipice of something, okay? Okay? Equal nines and equal ones, all of these break down to 0 or 10, okay? Or excuse me, 1, okay? So all of these break down to 1, okay? Each one of these nines has a 1. Each one of these nines has a 1. Each one of these ones has a 9, okay? Each one, okay? All right. What do you mean, Sherry? What do you mean? Okay? What do you mean could be a cult? Okay? So, this is the year of 10. Okay? We talked a little bit about that last night when I was sitting with that Buddhist teacher. Okay? We talked a little bit about the year, what it means, what last year meant, the year of the snake. Okay? What this year means. Okay? Going into this, they're going into their year of 10. Okay? They're going into their year of 10. Just completed the year of the snake. Okay? But yeah, you're on the precipice, okay, of something new. 1111 says wish come true, and 9999 says lessons learned, okay? So you take the lessons from one chapter, one cycle, and you add it to the next, okay? You take the lessons from one cycle, one chapter, and you take those with you into the next. This is how you avoid the same teacher showing up wearing a different pair of pants or a skirt. So when I say the same teacher shows up wearing a different pair of pants or a skirt, so we have the name James out here, right? For instance, so let's say James, okay? James, Jim, Jimmy, okay? So let's use this name as an example and say James is dealing with the karmic twin flame energy, okay? And James has come into the realization that this individual is really not good for them, but James can't break away for whatever reason. It could be because of witchcraft. It could be because James is just reluctant to release them, okay? So when James does, okay, Sherry, I'm going to need you to explain, could it be a cult, okay, or I will have to remove you from this room. I'm going to need you to explain to me what could it be a cult means, or I'm going to have to remove you from this room, Sherry. I already asked you the question once, okay? I don't repeat myself. Hello, thank you for tuning in, The Rebirth, okay? So let's say James is reluctant to change. James is reluctant to release this individual, okay? James is going to keep having the same energies show up. Okay, because James hasn't learned his lesson. James is going to have to experience the same teacher wearing a different skirt in his life as far as his love life is concerned. Okay, so that's what that means when I say the same teacher shows up wearing a different pair of pants or a different skirt until you get the lesson. Confirmation with the horn honk. Yeah, it could be your parent. Yeah, that could be a cult. Yeah, yeah. Any group of people, okay, this is a coven, okay? It could be a clique, okay, too. Any group of people that are coming together 4, a narrow-minded, singular, okay, karmic purpose is a coven. So Black Panthers was a coven. Okay, KKK, Ku Klux Klan is a coven, is a cult. Okay, just like Freemasons, just like the Bavarian Illuminati, just like Skull and Bones. Okay, these are all the same. In their energy, they are all the same. They may have different agendas, but they are all the same. Anyone who supports a group just based on the color of or shade of their skin, I'm getting away from saying color, based on the shade of their skin, that is a racist organization. Okay? Black Lives Matter is a racist organization. Oh, okay. Sorry, Sherry. I didn't see your first answer. Okay? My apologies. So, okay, Black Lives Matter is a racist organization. Again, just like the Ku Klux Klan, just like Hitler's organization. That's a racist organization. Okay? Just like North Korea. Okay? So let's go ahead and get some tarot, get some messages out here. Okay? Next to James, we have fire sign. James could be a fire sign. We have 8 of Wands coming out here. Okay? 8 of Wands, communication, travel. Okay? Again, expect some type of abrupt something. Okay? So I see, give me just 1 second. Let me check this. Let me check this to see if this individual has signed in. Okay? To this live, to this, okay. No, they have not signed in, so we will continue. Okay, again, that was the last esoteric conversation that was scheduled. Okay, and they have not signed in. So, all right, so we'll continue. What's meant to be is meant to be. Okay. And I just got a confirmation in the earbuds. Give me just 1 moment. Okay. They just signed in, everyone. They just signed in. So unfortunately, I will have to honor that. Okay. I will have to honor that meeting and I will need to go. Again, I apologize. That is my mistake. Okay. For not looking at the calendar earlier. That's the last esoteric conversation that I have scheduled. Those are closed. Okay. So we will have to come back. I will leave everything as it is here. We will have to come back. Okay. And check in. Okay. I'm suspecting an hour to an hour and a half. Okay. We will be back. So somewhere around 10:30. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And again, I apologize for the shortened live. We'll be back. As always, be encouraged. See you soon.